Poppin' B. Purpok here, and welcome back to another episode of Race the Ramen, the show where I attempt to review something unscripted in the amount of time it takes to boil an instant ramen. And today we'll be taking a look at Terror at Blood Fart Lake. Yes, really. I know sometimes it's hard to tell if I'm serious, but yes, we're really doing that. Alright, we're going to start the timer right now. Okay, so Terror at Blood Fart Lake. What is this? Well, I've been watching quite a lot of movies lately in a period where I've just had, just time to watch more movies. And my dad happened across this movie when he was browsing for stuff to watch on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime Video, that is. And he couldn't get through more than 2 minutes of it. So after a while, I decided to just take the dive and see what it was. And boy howdy, have I found a special piece of trash. This is clearly like a B movie sort of thing. It's people just having fun making something schlocky and kind of trashy. But it is still exceptionally bad and weird and crass and crappy, but also very funny and entertaining. That's why I'm talking about it. It's maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. From a purely technical and filmmaking perspective, it just doesn't, like, even as like a really low budget movie, it just feels unambitious in what it does, and it's just not well shot or really well acted or anything. It was made in like 2009, but the footage quality is like a VHS camera. And you can tell that they didn't even have like a tripod or anything to like mount the camera on, because there's a lot of shots where the camera is just kind of shaking when it's just people talking in a hallway, when they could have just, I don't know, put it on top of a chair or something. I don't know. It, like, those things are hard to ignore, even if you can acknowledge it's a silly campy movie. But that's the thing. It's a very silly, very stupid campy movie. We're talking kung fu babes. We're talking fake mustaches and horrible, fake, thick accents. We're talking tons of overt references to cinema, especially a lot of B tier and like classically bad cinema. They name drop stuff like Leonard Part 6 and stuff like that. Just movies that are like bombs or didn't do well. And a lot of really weird film trivia. I feel like it's trying to, throughout this sort of tone that, oh, we're kind of like those movies. We're a campy, schlocky, intentionally bad sort of thing. I get that impression. I'm not saying they didn't succeed in that, right? They did. It's clearly a movie that's tongue-in-cheek. You're not supposed to take it very seriously at all. It seeks to entertain. I'd say it does that. But it's also a colossal piece of shit. Like, if you've never really delved into the world of, like, really bad movies, like shot on video and just, like, stuff that ends up in dumpsters and piles of forgotten VHS tapes and stuff that just... This kind of stuff ends up on Amazon Video a lot. Because Amazon Video has a lot of good stuff. They'll also basically take anything. So this is the kind of thing you should expect if you go looking hard enough. And I've found good movies on the service this way before. It's how I encountered The Velocipaster, which, while I don't love that movie, that one has, a certain... It has, like, elevated production values and understanding of, like, actual filmmaking technique, alongside it being a very silly parody film. This is literally just someone who makes trashy B-movies that go straight to DVD and end up at bargain bins in Walmart, making a movie in a lakeside cabin, and it's so cheap, and it's so crappy and vulgar. There are lines in this, like, here's just a few out of context. I ate them and drank their bones, and stuff like fucking Tim Burton scurried back into my asshole. It's like all this horrific, confusing, bewilderingly stupid stuff. And if you can find humor in that, and I certainly can, given the right context, then there's a lot of fun to be had with this. This is definitely a movie like say The Room or something. Not in the same category of like it tries to be a good movie and fails. This is trying to be a schlocky movie and succeeds, but it's also still really bad and fun to laugh at. It's something that you can enjoy watching with friends and, like, so bad it's good, fun laughing about it kind of thing. A ribbing, joking movie night. And, yeah, I think it might become one of those things I show people who are willing. Like, honestly, some of the dialogue in this is, like, just like greasy strangler tier for like the approximately -5 of you who understand what kind of comparison I'm making with that. But I don't know. It was bad. I can't sugarcoat this. It's bad. Most people with any semblance of taste or just like interest in, not wasting their time, you'll probably look at this for like a minute and be like, no, I don't need this in my life. But if you're willing to laugh at garbage for a while and just have a good time, then Terror at Bloodfart Lake is perfect for that. Give it a watch. Hopefully that gave you a decent impression of what I think of the movie. And I know I rambled a bit, but it's more of an experience. It's not a deep movie by any means, and just watching how crappy it is yourself is much more entertaining than me just talking about it. I wanted to ramble a bit about it, and it kind of exposed people to it, because maybe you'll have a new, crappy, so bad it's good movie to enjoy. If I'm going to give it a score on like an actual, real film score, grading, technical level, whatever scale, easily 1 out of 10. It's very bad from most perspectives of like, actually making a good movie, how we expect it to be. But it is enjoyable if you like dumb, silly garbage. But it is also sometimes like drawn together, like South Park-esque in its comedy. So if that's not for you, maybe steer away. But yeah, if you want some dumb garbage, give it a watch. It's on Amazon Prime Video, like I mentioned. And I've also discovered that the whole movie is available on YouTube as well. So give that a look. And maybe you'll enjoy it. Tell them Perpock sent you in the comments section. I could have talked about so many other movies that I've seen recently. I could talk about Brazil, which I got a poster for. It's just over there out of shot. I could talk about Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove, all these really great movies I saw recently. But no, Terror at Bloodfart Lake. Just wanted something silly to talk about while I'm working on bigger things, which are coming, by the way. Oop, my wagging finger wasn't shot. Which are coming, by the way. But for now, enjoy this. Happy holidays if I don't see you guys before the end of the year. Stuff is coming. Get together with some family and have a rollicking good time with Terror at Bloodfart Lake. Or else I'll kill you. And drink your bones! It'll make sense if you watch it. Otherwise, disregard. This is not a threat. Please don't sue me.